Jump in the game, let's take a ride. Features gaming, it's time to vibe. From London town to the Roblox scene, he's the master of the gaming dream. Roblox gameplay, F1 racing, with content so amazing. But he's got a game that's one of a kind. It's SEO, the train game. We rewind. All aboard, we're heading down the track. With features gaming, there's no looking back. Roblox adventures, he takes us far and wide. Join the fun, hop on for the ride.
Yo guys, Features Gaming here. Welcome back to another stream here on the channel, and today, as you can see, we are going to be playing some British Railway today. I know technically, yes, it is the release of Train Sim World 6 if you didn't obviously get the deluxe or special edition, but I did, and I streamed that obviously on last Thursday. So we are here doing a stream on British Railway. So let's get the music on and let's say a few hellos, shall we? So let's go over to participants and let's go ahead and read through the names here. So hello to Bennett, hello Cocomentos, hello Leo, hello Oliver Does Gaming, hello Ryan, hello Seb Likes Trains, Southwest Level Crossings UK, and also the Ringmaster as well. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to the stream. And I think someone else just came in as well, Mr. Sprinter as well. Welcome to the stream. Now I know that this is a little bit well, I say early from when it's supposed to start, / later than when it was originally planned. I will talk about that. Basically, I made the decision that I wasn't going to go to football tonight, okay, because it's quite cold out there. I think it's going to be like 11 degrees by the time we're walking back, and I don't really want to be going out and working when it's like insanely cold. You know, it is voluntary, so I can decide if I want to do it or not. You know, it's not just a case of me going and, do you know what I mean? You know, I'm not like authorized, you know, I'm not, what's the word, you know, it's not like a contracted job, basically, as in like I have to go. That's the luxury with, you know, doing something voluntary. You know, you can just pick and choose if you want to go or not. So that is the first thing. And then the second thing, also basically I made the changes so I can obviously do my stream in the normal time and not have it mess up. The third thing, or the second thing, sorry, why the stream is early, we basically just had an early tea and I was ready on time, so yeah, I just decided I would stream earlier and yeah, just basically get started basically. Hello Kai as well, and yeah, I obviously my thoughts are with you at this time. That must be yeah, that is not good, is it? Obviously I heard about Lewis Hamilton's dog Roscoe as well, you know, a few days ago. Yeah, that was not good either. Hello that train guy as well, welcome to the stream. So anyway, you guys can of course join. I will set up my route and then I'll give you guys the link. However, I need to double check something because I want to double check if I can do something. So let me just go ahead and make sure that I can do this, by the way. So just gonna double check a few things. Alright, I think I know what I want to do. I think I know. Finally got 13,000 on another Just Dance song. Awesome, congratulations. Right. So my plan is to go to Avonhill. I mean, we always do. So yeah, we're gonna do this as our first route, and then I'll say what we're gonna do afterwards. Afterwards, when we get to Avonhill. So, spawn a train. Hopefully, this doesn't take long. Because obviously, when we've done this before, it's taken us a while, hasn't it? It's taken us a while. So let's hope that we don't get that today, shall we? Let's hope that that doesn't happen. Anyway, let me go ahead and grab the link so you guys can, of course, join, as you guys are allowed to join. Join here. There you go. And let's get on our route, shall we? Right, there we go. Let me go ahead and pin it as well. There we go. Pin message, and let me also go ahead and pin it on Twitch as well. There we go. Okay. We will probably be at Avonhill in 90 minutes. I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. I'll be back soon. Just going to try and 13,000 another, which you have to do very lazily. It's been a while since I played Just Dance. To be honest, I never even really played it as you're supposed to. I just moved the remote in what it was supposed to do. So, like, if you had to jump, I was literally like this with the remote. And I was just sat on the sofa just doing this. Because you didn't actually have to do the dance moves. You just had to mimic what, whatever hand it was that you were using for the controller doing the movements of what it displayed on screen. My ex had a very weird way of actually doing it, because she actually did it because she actually wanted to dance. So she didn't actually play the game as it was intended. What she did was search up a YouTube video and basically dance along with that, which, you know what? If you don't have Just Dance, that is a very good way of, learning how to dance. Well, learning how to dance, keeping fit and everything. So, I can't blame her. I probably would have done the same. But the thing is that I didn't care about doing the dancing. I just wanted to try and get a score just by moving my arm in the direction it was supposed to be in. Right, let's slow down. Oh, that's going to be a slow overshoot. Oh well. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. It absolutely doesn't. It absolutely does not matter in the slightest.
This is Norrington. Please mind the gap between
Thank
the
you,
train
Reese, as well,
and the
for yet
platform
again.
edge.
Another donation.
This is a
Honestly,
regional
you are
service to
insanely generous.
Avonhill.
Like, I don't even know how. I just don't know, mate. I don't know. I have no idea. Thank you so much. Hello, Batman Boy as well, by the way. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Welcome on board this
Right.
regional service to Avonhill.
Let's go up to
Calling
30.
at
There we
Sterling
go.
Street,
Do we have
Hume
anyone in
Heath,
front of us?
Astley,
No,
Forestdale,
which is good.
Preston Junction, St James Park.
As long as
Leeton,
we're in front, it
Wooding,
shouldn't take that long.
Belmont Green, Roton, Fleetwood.
That's the most
Salford,
thing. That's the most important thing.
Avonhill. The next station is Sterling Street.
Right. Although we are getting yellow signals, but I believe that is just precautionary for going into Sterling Street. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Right, well, we can speed up. And I think we should be okay to keep stopping as well, because I can brake from like 100 at like half a mile away and still make the station.
We will
so
shortly be arriving at
yeah.
Sterling Street.
Usually when you
A
start
light
hearing,
here for
I found this over a bit
Norrington
of,
A
you know,
and
like over a bit of, you know, trial and testing. As soon as you start hearing the announcement for the station, when you fully brake with the, with the 755, you can usually slow down enough for the station, and then modulate it as you get closer. That's what I found out. As soon as you start hearing the announcement, like if you at least full brake as soon as you hear that announcement, you should stop. I mean, I'm not modulating going into the station, but if you know how to brake, that I don't, especially on streams, then You
This
will
is
stop
Sterling
as you're
Street.
supposed to.
A light here
You will.
for
You will.
Norrington A and E.
You will.
This is a regional service to Avonhill.
I've watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse on Netflix, and it was a good film. I see. I haven't really watched Spider-Man. I mean, I know what Spider-Man is, but I haven't really watched, you know, Spider-Man. I don't know. Hello, Crazy as well. Welcome to the stream. I just got off playing a game on my PC because that is so interesting. Absolutely, absolutely. After playing Train Sim World 7, American Truck Simulator 2, what was the other one? F1.26 as well. Lol. Editing the game activity, I see. I think there is actually like a way to like edit the thumbnail as well, so you can actually make it a bit more, you know, what's the word?
Welcome
You know,
on
you can make
board
it a bit
this
more
regional service to Avonhill.
realistic, let's say.
The next
Train
station
7
is
added London
Hume
King's
Heath.
Cross to Finsbury Park. I wish. I wish. Train Sim World 345233829 added VR. I see. I see. Wouldn't surprise me. Even into you two, Goose, as well? There probably is actually a way to play Train Sim World in VR. Like, not built in, but as in, like, you know, you can mock the game to be played in VR, because you can do it with Euro Truck, but it is very technical on how you do it. It's very technical. You have to launch the game in a specific way, like in 3D, and then you can try and merge it together like that. So I think that there probably is a way to do it with Train Sim, but I don't know how to do it.
The platform edge.
2x for tomorrow in VR. Unfortunately, I only have the Quest 1, and when connecting it to my PC to play Steam games, it's not the most reliable thing. I will say that. I am wanting to get like a Quest 3 or something, so that'll be a bit better for me to play, you know, on a VR, but at the moment, it's only gonna, you know, at the moment, it doesn't really work that well. I've tried it with VR, and it's fantastic, but sometimes the connection can have a bit of an, you know, can have a bit of a tendency to like be a little bit, you know, joddery and, you know, stuttering a bit. Hello, Sozib, by the way, as well.
This is
How are you doing? Welcome
Hume
to the
Heath.
stream.
Please mind the gap
When is
between the
1.4
train
coming out?
and
When
the
people
platform
stop
edge.
begging the developers to release it.
This is a regional service
So
to
never.
Avonhill.
Hello, George, as well, by the way. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Right, so let's close the doors. There's probably going to be a Train Sim World 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like OMG play now. Well, there probably will be one day.
Welcome on
Probably
board
not in our
this
lifetimes,
regional
though.
service to Avonhill. The next station is Astley.
You wonder when Train Sim World 7 is going to be coming out. Well, if we're judging by the previous releases, it'll be next year, wouldn't it? I'm doing well, thank you, by the way, George. Hope you are doing well yourself. I wonder what the SCR devs have been working on since the Metro release. Who knows? Who knows? What train do I want in VR? Well, like any train, you know, in existence, or just a train that I want?
We will shortly be arriving at.
Like, does it have to be a real train, or can it be a fictional one?
The train and the platform edge.
Because if it can be a fictional train, the Polar Express. If it's not, I have no idea. What does 6-7 even mean, bro? Well, I actually looked this up the other day. It means absolutely nothing. And I'm not even joking. It doesn't mean a thing.
This is.
It doesn't
Please
make
mind
sense.
the gap between the train
And
and
because
the
it doesn't,
platform
and
edge.
because it doesn't mean you know
This is
anything,
a
people
regional
use it
service
to
to
make a meaning
Avonhill.
for everything. It's so annoying sometimes. Hello, Thomas. By the way, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I swear to God, if that train is gonna eventually hold me up, I swear to God. I'll be at Leeton is 6 to 7 minutes. Like, has the new generation just forgotten what English language is? Like,
Welcome on board this regional service to Avonhill.
like, you know, what sort of
The
brain rot
next
have you been
station is
investing in, you know?
Forestdale.
You've had like Skibbity, Sigma, you know, other like words and phrases. Why? Why? Just use actual language. Thank you, Kai, by the way, for subscribing. Thank you so much. And hello, Saul, as well. I honestly have no idea. If I ever have a kid, I would not be letting him use those words around me. Okay? They will. I will be teaching them how to speak actual
We
English
will
language.
shortly be arriving at Forestdale.
Who remembers the OG memes like emotional damage? Like, that actually had a meaning to it. But, you know, things like, you know, those phrases, they don't mean a thing. You know? Like, Riz, like, what does that mean? What does that mean? You know? I mean, I know what it means, but, like, why? When I get married, will I stream it? Well, it depends on A, if I even actually get a girlfriend. That, you know, that's the first thing. B, I don't know, because obviously a wedding is kind of personal. And C, it will only be if I want to, and obviously my future wife wants to as well. So, you know, it is really about communication, that part. But if I'm gonna be honest and saying right now, I don't think so, because obviously it's a personal thing. You know, I want it, you know, if I would personally want it to be private, but I don't know. It all really depends on that. But obviously, you know, the first task is actually finding a girlfriend.
This is a
because
regional
I'm still
service
waiting
to
for that.
Avonhill.
You know? I had one, but since the pandemic, I haven't really been looking. Because, you know, other people...
Welcome on board this regional service to Avonhill.
Germs, COVID, all of that.
The next
well, not just COVID, you know, other,
Preston
you know,
Junction.
illnesses as well, you know. But yeah, haven't really been looking. I've thought about it. I won't be lying and saying, you know, I've thought about, I've thought about it, but no, I haven't indirectly been seeking, if
we
that
will
makes sense.
shortly be arriving at Preston Junction. Change here for
Hello, train spotting main line.
Norrington. Change
Chilton
here
copied
for
the
tram
SCR
and
stuff
bus
for class
services
68 before
to
it got
other
meshed.
destinations. Please mind the gap between the train
Well, the thing
and the
is
platform
that the
edge.
68 is a real life class model, and SCR effectively copied that model into the game. So if anything, they probably stole it off another either operator, because I don't think it's the other way around. Why does no one rickroll anymore? I rickrolled. I literally rickrolled you on like a stream a few weeks ago. You know, there was a game that I was playing that had, you know, a rocked up version of, you know, Never Gonna Give You Up, and I played that, and, you know, and I rickrolled you all. If you know, you know. I don't think Lauren would even know what that means anyway, so she wouldn't even do it.
And the platform edge. Change here for trains to Norrington. Change here for tram and bus services to other destinations.
We are driving
This
the
is a regional service
755.
to Avonhill.
Why are we actually here so early? This has never happened before. Hello, Charlie, by the way. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. This train shouldn't be this quick, not gonna lie. Yeah, true. It does seem a bit excessive, let's say. But hey, it's fun. It's fun. So, who's to blame? Like before this, I think the easiest train to grind on was probably the 802. But now, I think this takes over.
This regional service to Avonhill.
I don't know about the
St.
route,
James Park.
because obviously the best route is an intercity service from Avonhill to Cuffley. But I don't know. I don't know if, because of the speed of this train, if that's changed or not.
The next station is
Because
St.
this is
James
this is a
Park.
regional train, not intercity. So. Remember when you played I Want to Play the Game, you know, the obby? It was so funny because you kept getting jump scared. Oh yeah, the I Want to Test the Game. Yeah, that was cool. That's the red signal.
We will shortly be arriving.
Who's in front of us?
St. James Park. Alight here for Food Park.
Since when were you there? Since when? And this is where the delays are going to start. Wonderful. Like I said, you know, it's probably that they copied it, or they, you know, they just bought the class 68. You know, they just bought a few variants for the, you know, for their own operator. The likelihood of an operator purchasing or copying a variant due to a game, that's kind of a bit unrealistic, to be honest, because, you know, it's not just about, you know, copying, you know, a design. You know, you need to make sure that it actually works in the first place as well.
This is St. James Park. Alight here for Food Park. This is a regional service to
It's not just going,
Avonhill.
you know, that looks like a nice train class. I think we'll get one. Or, I think we'll copy it. It's not that easy. You know, the works for that probably happened before the introduction of SCR.
Welcome on board this
a
regional
long
service to Avonhill. The next station is Leeton.
Get out of Leeton now. Hello, Joe Stevenson. Look at my score. Learn actual English language. Stop being invested in brain rot. You know that app TikTok? Yeah, delete it. Save your brain. Save your brain.
We will shortly be arriving at Leeton. Change here for trains to Ashdean, Millbridge, Norrington, and Victoria Docks.
Hello, Marshall, as well, by the way. No, I don't like my score, because people need to grow up and get a life.
This is Leeton. Change here for trains to
It's
Ashdean,
just a bloody
Millbridge,
number, like, come
Norrington,
on.
and Victoria Docks.
Are we seriously, you know, getting
This
that,
is
you
a
know,
regional
amused by
service
just a
to
simple
Avonhill.
number? Like, you know, I get it, it was funny, but we don't now, you know, we don't need to make it modern day language now. I mean, come on.
Welcome on board this regional service to
Yeah, it's funny,
Avonhill.
haha, have a giggle, but
Calling
don't
at
make it,
Woodham,
you know, don't make it an
Belmont
everyday
Green,
thing.
Roton, Fleetwood, Thornfield.
Like, I was watching this, you know,
Union Street,
YouTuber, you know,
and
a few weeks
Avonhill.
ago of things that they'll hear in September in the classroom. And now, you know, they were going on about all,
Woodham.
you know, all of these things about SAB and all of that. And I'm just like, in our school, it was learning ABCs. These people seem, seem to know, you know, that they've learnt the alphabet over and over again. You know? It has. Well, it's gone beyond far, which I didn't think was possible, but somehow it has. Well, I'm sure he's probably used it in, you know, programming, but he didn't do it for the reason that you're saying it. I know, Sozib, you know, I actually, right. If there's ever a petition in the UK to ban TikTok, send it to me. I'll be the first one to sign that petition. I don't even use it myself. And I'm grateful for it. Oh, I passed Poetry Road. I don't stop at that long. Should I create it? Please do. Like, you know, where they banned it in the US, I want to go live there. I think 142's on the BR, just clog the Ashdean, Victoria docks and Marion and side on sea, then 755's clog Norrington, ATX clog Cuffley. Wait. Huh? I think 142's on BR, just clog the Ashdean, Victoria docks and Marion and side on sea, and 755's clog Norrington and ATX clog Cuffley. To be honest, I think they clog up to Avonhill as well, to be honest. I think TikTok is unbanned in the USA. Well, someone needs to reban it.
We will shortly be arriving at Wooden.
Like, don't get me wrong, you know, TikTok was fun, you know, when it first came out. But the thing is that it's just filled with rubbish. Utter rubbish. You know? It's just beyond fun. You know, it's like the dab, okay? It's like the dab. It was fun when it started, but then people overused it and it just got boring. It's the same with TikTok.
Wooden. This is a regional service to Avonhill.
It's just not fun anymore.
Welcome on board this regional service to Avonhill. The next station is Belmont Green.
And honestly, at this point, I'm just waiting for the next thing to, you know, blow up and be the next source of brain rot. I'd remove everything that's brain rot, to be honest.
We will shortly be arriving at Belmont Green.
Okay, I thought this train had brakes. Does it not have brakes? Like TikTok, YouTube, get a move on and remove on removing annoying stuff. Alright, okay. Don't worry, Tom Gaming. Hate TikTok and love YouTube, exactly. Because YouTube actually has a purpose. TikTok is just brain rot. Seen new BR's previews? Indeed. I think there was one like, wasn't there one on Sunday, I think? I think there was a new one on Sunday. People will be like ones, yeah, literally, like, why? Like, literally, all it needs to take is one person to literally reply with one of the most dumbest answers to something, and it becomes a meme. Like, if someone asked me, you know, what my age was, and I replied with egg, and it went viral on TikTok, that's literally the next source of brain rot. Right there. Is this a private server? Indeed. The link you can find in the pinned comment.
This is a regional
service. Go to Alton Towers tomorrow.
Avonhill.
Awesome. I wish I could go to Alton Towers. Scarefest actually looks really good this, really good this year. I really want to go. Mainly because I haven't been since 2017, and I kind of want to go again. To go on, you know, my favorite rides. Like the last time I went.
Welcome on board.
Okay, the last time I went, Wicker Man was still being constructed. I haven't been there since the opening of Wicker Man, and I really want to go on it. And you know, I want to go. You know, I want to go on my other classics as well. You know, like Smiler, Rita. You know, Nemesis, Galactica, or Nemesis Reborn now, if I should say. The only ride I can't now experience is the Postman Pat ride, because they're replacing it with a bluey roller coaster. Like Alton Towers doesn't have enough of those.
We will shortly be arriving at
they go and add another, roller coaster. I have no idea. I don't accept guards on British Railway because it just, it causes arguments, and yeah, just by having it off, just, removes those. What is the most overrated and most underrated train in the UK? I would say the most underrated train is the whatever train is used in the making of Harry Potter. The most overrated train.
This is Roton. This is a regional service to Avonhill.
I don't know, to be honest. I will after the stream, Bennett, I will. Speaking of which, I do need to fix a few things on Roblox.
Avonhill. The next station is Fleetwood.
Underrated class 350, overrated. None. I like all trains. No, it's the meaning. Yeah, I know. I will have a look at it. I will have a look at it.
We will shortly be.
Yeah, I know what the meaning of 6-7 is. It means nothing. It's just something pointless that went viral on TikTok. And now people are using it in everyday conversations. Because no one has a brain. What train do I have? I have every train in British Railway. What does underrated mean is good and needs more popularity? Yes. And overrated is the opposite. Like, I think there was a TikTok thing in KRL back in the back in KRL days. Of underrated, fairly rated, and overrated drivers in KRL.
This is Fleetwood.
I was the underrated driver.
This is a regional service to Avonhill.
I don't know how, but apparently I was. What's this music? Joachim Karud music. What train are we driving? The 755.
Welcome on board.
The Lesser
this regional
Anglia.
Service to
Or Anglia one.
The
Because
next station is
memes.
Thornfield.
Well, it's not the best, it's just the most iconic ones, really. Languages lol or YOLO were to minute air back in the day. No, it wasn't. Yeah, Google AI is often wrong. I'm literally fairly sure I asked it a question, a fairly easy question, a few days ago, and it gave me the wrong answer. It's the worst meme in the universe, I swear. Honestly. Real.
We will shortly be arriving at...
Like, Boris Johnson makes more sense than the 6-7 meme, and that's saying something. What's the worst meme in history? The 6-7 meme! We've just talked about it! Even Donald Trump means more than
This is
6.
Thornfield. This is a
Is it?
regional service to Avonhill.
Right. I don't really go onto a
Welcome on board this regional service to
onto a public
Avonhill.
server, really.
The next station is Union Street.
Oh no, that's a red. 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 That is a red. I don't go onto public servers because it doesn't. Trollers exist. At least with a private server, I have some moderation-ish. Yeah, I need the block hammer. Yeah, basically. Don't even mention the 21 meme. I mean, yes, that was fun, but again, it just got a bit too overused, you know? I think I would know it if I was having a nosebleed. I think I would know.
We will shortly be arriving at Union Street.
And I don't get them easily.
The University of
Okay.
Avonhill, St. George's campus. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
I think the last time I actually had a nosebleed was when I was playing football. I was trying to save a shot. However, this very talented, you know, and you know, he was actually, you know, quite short, but he managed to get his foot up to try and, you know, lift it and, you know, and try and kick it into the goal. Obviously, I was trying to go for it as well. I mean, he did nothing wrong, you know. It was basically just a, you know, we were both basically heading for the same bit of space, you know. I was trying to catch it. He lifted his foot up, kicked me right in the nose, and yeah, I think that was the only other time that, or the only time that I actually got a nosebleed. I didn't even feel anything for like a few, you know, seconds. And then I think, you know, because, you know, you know, sometimes, you know, just rub your nose like that. I did that, and then I looked down at my glove, and it was covered in blood.
Welcome on board this regional service to Avonhill. The next station is Avonhill, where this train terminates. Please ensure you take all your personal belongings with you when leaving the train.
And that's when, yeah, I kind of needed a bit of, you know, medical attention and had to go in. And then, you know, the nurse was like, all right, you know, head back 45 degrees or, you know, or whatever it was. Also, you guys need to remember that I can literally see my stream right there. So I can literally see. Who are those 77 friends? They are mostly people, you know, they're obviously mostly people who I know IRL, like, you know, my actual friends, family, people who I collab with, a few other SER creators, and a few WCR people that I need to have friended, basically.
We will shortly be arriving at Avonhill, where this train terminates. Please ensure you take all your personal belongings with you when leaving the train. Change here for tram and bus services to other destinations. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Why does TikTok and brain rot even exist? I don't know, mate. But it is the worst thing known in mankind. Math test. What is 66 plus 1? It's called Get a Life. Or, you know, that's the answer. I know, bossed it. Do I add people on Discord? No. Discord is kind of the same as, you know, Roblox. You know, I basically just keep up the same policy basically on both things. Right, there we go. Can I see something? Of course you can. Right,
is
let's
Avonhill.
go
Please
to
mind the gap between the
Millbridge.
train and the platform edge. Change
because
here
we
for
don't really go to
tram and
Millbridge
bus
all that often,
services
so
to other destinations. This train terminates
here.
here. Please ensure that you take all your personal belongings with you when leaving the train. Thank you for traveling with us today.
am I okay to follow you on Facebook? That's what Facebook's for.
Welcome on board this
You know,
regional service to
for a
Millbridge.
Facebook page, that is basically the reason.
Calling at
Optimistic!
Union Street, Thornfield, Fleetwood, Roton, Belmont Green, Woodham, Bawtry Road, Leeton, Henley Park, Fortis Green.
Could you
Elmtree
not
House,
have gone
Northcote,
as I was
and
loading up my
Millbridge.
passengers?
Welcome on board this regional service to Millbridge, calling at Union Street, Thornfield, Fleetwood, Roton, Belmont Green, Woodham, Bawtry Road,
You're actually
Leeton,
having a laugh.
Henley Park, Fortis Green, Elmtree House, Northcote, and Millbridge. The next station is Union Street.
Yes, I do, but I don't really read Facebook DMs. Basically, the easiest way to contact me is through a ticket support, obviously on my server, and emails as well. But obviously, emails are mainly for, like business inquiries and things. Partially not true. Well, yeah, not for you, because, you're my friend, so it's a little bit different, but for fans and companies, they are, the most easiest ways to, contact me. Speaking of which, I need to finish off something as well. I need to do that. Does anyone think the noob train in BR should be the 141 and the 142 should be 450 coins? I have no idea. Yes, Crazy also sent me the same thing. That's the thing. The thing is, though, is that obviously I don't live close to Silverstone, okay? I'm nowhere near Silverstone. So, the thing is that although, yes, it's good in a way that, you can volunteer, but it's not well for me in terms of travelling. Because I don't want to be literally on a train for like 5 hours just trying to get to Silverstone and then having to try and take public buses and things to get to Silverstone, It's just a bit... Yeah. So like... I'd only be going down for literally like just the Grand Prix, that's literally it. On what channel do you have support tickets? On the Discord server. Which section is it under? Because I've actually forgotten what section it's under. Support. It's literally under support. I thought that's what it was. I needed to clarify that though. Yeah, it's literally just that. So, if you have any issues or anything that you want to, talk to me about, that you don't want other people to see, you can open a support ticket and obviously, mods and, things like that will, obviously see it. But yeah, if you want something that's, just personally for me, obviously, there is a support team that, you can, that you can email. Obviously, they're all of them, forward it on to me and things like that. So yeah. anything like that.
We will shortly be arriving at
It's all
Union
there.
Street. Alight here for the University of Avonhill, St George's campus. Please mind the gap
What everyone
between
drivers
the
do I
train
like?
and the
Hamilton.
platform edge.
Hamilton. I also like Hamilton and who's the other one? Hamilton. Yeah. Owen Hamilton. How could I forget him? It's your mum's
This
birthday
is
today.
Union
Awesome.
Street.
Happy birthday
Please
to your
mind the
mum.
gap between the train
Yes,
and the platform
unfortunately
edge.
I did hear about
Alight here
Roscoe.
for the University of Avonhill, St
Not good,
George's
is it?
campus.
Honestly,
This is a regional service
I
to
don't care
Millbridge.
if Hamilton misses Singapore. I honestly don't care. Because, you know, he must be so heartbroken right now after that. Like, honestly.
Welcome on board.
He
this
treated
regional
Roscoe like,
service to
you know, literally like his
Millbridge.
son.
The next
you know?
station is Thornfield.
So I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he chooses not to race in Singapore. This is a Dweller song. Basically, all songs I play are Dweller songs. Good Morgan. Well, Morgan's a name. It's morning. Plus, it isn't actually morning, it's evening. Although, if you were saying hello in, or if you were saying good morning in German, it's Guten Morgen. But yeah, we are English, not German.
We will shortly be arriving at Thornfield.
Your mum's birthday is on the 1st of April. I'm afraid she's going to have the worst day of her life. Jeez. You know, I was half considering, you know, due to, you know, what you've been saying in the chat so far, I honestly thought that you were going to say that, you know, your mum's birthday is on the 6th of July. Work it out.
This is Thornfield. This is a regional service to Millbridge.
Judging by what you've been saying in chat, I honestly thought that, you know, you were going to say something like that. Why do skeletons ever fight each other? Because they don't have the guts. We've heard that
Welcome
joke so
on
many
board
times.
This regional service to Millbridge. The next station is Fleetwood.
Your birthday is on the 16th of February. Have I closed my doors yet? Yeah. Just waiting for the signal to change. This is another Dweller song. Also, like, what's the context, between saying E as well? I told my friend 10 jokes to make him laugh. Sadly, no pun intended. Right. What do you call a dog who does magic? However you say it. I actually can't even say that. Why did the banana go to the hospital? Wait. We'll read that again. Why did the banana go to the hospital? He wasn't peeling well. I was going to say because he kept singing, I'm a banana, I'm a banana, I'm a banana. Or he was singing, banana, banana, has to be a banana, 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 has to be a banana.
We will shortly be arriving at Fleetwood.
Stargate did that. Of course he did. What makes me laugh? Comedians, really, or if I should call them, comedy hens, because they are literally the best animal that do comedy. This isn't a Dweller song. This is a Dravo song.
This is Fleetwood. This is a regional service to Millbridge.
I mean, yeah. Don't you dare trigger the signal.
Welcome on board this regional service to Millbridge. The next station is Roten.
I have no clue what that stupid meme is. The internet these days is just an abysmal. Honestly, optimistic. I've given a rant over it already in the stream today. I've had a complete rant over these modern day memes, and honestly, if anyone makes a petition to ban TikTok in the UK, I'll be the first one to put my signature down on it. Did BR updated? There's a hide. What? Do I have a cold? No. I'm fine with being a comedian, but I would rather be sit down comedy than stand up comedian. Well, I mean, you know, comedians do stand up when they do comedy, you know? I don't know one comedian that sits down when they do comedy. I mean, maybe comedians in a bar, but, you know, things like, you know, Jimmy Carr, Peter Kay, you know, Michael McIntyre, Joe Brand, you know, John Bishop. They don't sit down when they perform, do they?
We will shortly be arriving at Roten.
Yeah, I know what you were meaning. I know what you were trying to be. But I'm also stating facts. You're the one who did sit down as a comedy. Well, yeah, because I sit down. But the thing is, I'm not a comedian. Hello, TCO Action as well, by the way. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. How am I a comedian? Michael McIntyre, The Wheel. Honestly, I loved The Wheel. Dan CDM was on it. Vigstar has technically been on The Wheel twice. Because he was actually part of the actual wheel, and then it was part of the side men, The Wheel.
This is a regional service to Millbridge.
I found it hilarious, though, when the sidemen did the chase and Bradley Walsh just walked out. What's the most embarrassing thing that happened in school?
Welcome on board this regional service to Millbridge. The next station is Belmont Green.
I guess just being bullied. I mean, everyone does though. I don't think there's ever really been like a specific thing really though. Yes, I will always be that person who makes awful jokes in Features Gaming streams, and honestly, I'm ready for it. I actually ran around in primary school with. Isn't that kind of illegal? Actually, having a think about it. I have no idea what happened, but that actually happened at my school once as well. And it was the most traumatic thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh, thanks for giving me images about that, Jesus.
Be arriving at Belmont Green.
Oh, I can't get that picture out of my head now. No. Please, someone change the subject. Change the subject. Change the subject, please. I need to get that image out of my head. No, don't do it like that, Bennett. Don't do it like that. What race next weekend? Singapore. That's slightly helping, but no, it isn't at the same time.
Belmont Green. This is a regional service to Millbridge.
That was honestly the most traumatic thing I've ever seen. Like, I was just playing football. And then, oh my god. Hello, gaming name Matt, by the way. What's your favourite train then? My favourite train in real life.
Welcome on board this
The
regional
801, even though I've never been on one. Fictional, probably the Polar Express, and in British Railway, the 755, in SCR, the 801. Slow down. "801 seats hurt so badly IRL." Well, I've never been on one, so... Actually, optimistic, you know. Did they hurt? You would know. Will I be doing guarding after this, if I have time for it? What? Did the 801 seats hurt badly? Not really, no. There you go, Charlie. Why don't gravediggers ever get stressed because they know how to keep things buried? You prefer the In-City 225s. Still weren't great. Ah, well. Liverpool is playing right now. Good, switch it off. Joking. Also, I don't know if this was real or not, or if it was something edited. But I think someone sent it out on XRS. Apparently, Specsavers put out like a Twitter comment saying, if you need your glasses replacing, come to us and we'll give you a blindfold. Or wait, sorry, I'll rephrase it. Man United fans, if you need replacement glasses, bring them to us and we'll give you a blindfold so you don't have to watch this rubbish. I don't know if that was real or edited. And I hope to God it was real, because honestly, the banter there would have been fantastic. It was just like... like, it was banter, but like the top notch of banter, like... That is what banter is. Like, that is the definition of banter, you know. It's not actually, you know, like... Do you know what I mean?
We will shortly be arriving at Woodham.
Because, you know, that is what Specsavers is supposed to do, you know, help you with your eyes. And I think they were just making a joke of, you know, how badly Man United were playing one night, and we're just like... If you're suffering as much as us and you need replacement glasses, just send them to us and we'll give you a blindfold instead. Wait, where was my car marker? Eh? That's like halfway down the station. There's a guy doing a challenge of not cutting his hair until Man U wins 5 games in a row. He's going to be waiting for about 5 years then, honestly. Not going to happen, literally.
Welcome on board this regional service to Millbridge.
Hello, Oscar, by the way.
The next station is Bawtry Road. We will shortly be arriving at Bawtry Road. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Hello, back. Liverpool, the best team ever. Make a Man United lose every single game. I'm Arsenal, to be honest. The thing is, right, is that it's mainly a family thing. Wait, this is where I'm not meant to stop. You know, it's mainly been a family thing, okay? Like, my uncle supported them. Obviously, then that, you know, same support kind of sort of carried over. And basically, you know what I mean? It kind of went from there. 3 trains to go to Millbridge in front of you. Fantastic.
This is Bawtry Road. Please
yeah,
mind the
I
gap
literally
between
have
the
a top
train
in here.
and the platform edge.
I'm
This
not
is a
actually gonna get that
regional
out 'cause that's
service
buried out.
to
That's under a
Millbridge.
lot of other clothes. It was literally a mercy arson when it was Arsene Wenger's last game versus Burnley on. It was a match in May 2016. For some reason, the 28th is sticking out at me. But I don't think it was the 28th of May.
We will shortly be arriving at.
I'm
Luton.
sure someone's going to
Change
correct.
here
May
for
5th, that was it, not
trains to
28th.
Ashdean, Norrington,
Yes,
and
the 5th of May,
Victoria Docks.
2016. Wait, 28th? No, it was 20. Okay, I need to look this up. Because now I'm confused. Hello, KV. Wait, KYV. My dad has this exact t-shirt. Lol, he's an Arsenal fan. My gran actually got it for my birthday. Actually, yeah, 2018 would have made sense, because I did get it on my 16th birthday. And I turned 16 in 2018. Maybe that's where I was getting confused. Right. Let's have a look then. Let's have a look.
This is
Mercy
Luton. Change here
Arson
for
shirts.
trains to Ashdean, Norrington, and Victoria Docks.
It was actually May 6th, 2018.
This is
So
a
it was still
regional service
2018,
to
but it wasn't the
Millbridge.
28th. It's sold out now, apparently. This. I have this, apparently. Excuse me. I can't go, by the way. You need to go. Because the signal's red.
Welcome on board this regional service to Millbridge, calling at
Or unless you've
Henley
spatted.
Park, Fortis Green, Elm Tree
Have you
House,
spatted?
Northcote, and Millbridge. The next
Oh my
station
god, how many
is
people are we waiting
Henley
for?
Park.
Have they spadded, by the way? Because if they've spadded, I might intentionally spad myself. So I can get in front. Oh god, what's going on there? Anyway, if you could push a button and get $1 million instantly, but somewhere in the world a random stranger would also receive $1 million and a goat, would you push it? Why or why not? Wait, if I could push a button and get $1 million instantly, but somewhere in the world a random stranger would also receive $1 million and a goat, why would you push it? Why or why not? Well, yeah, because it's a win-win. You know? You know, nothing bad happens from it, so if you were presented with the opportunity, of course you're going to. You know, it helps you out. It helps it. You know, it helps someone's. You know, it helps someone else out. You know, donate some of it to charity. So it's basically a win-win. You know, nothing bad can come from that. You know. You've been so cold lately. I actually have my fan on right now. I'm not even joking. I actually have my fan on. I was practicing tonight, you know, this afternoon, so that's probably why. I must say, I probably had one of the, you know, a really good race with AI today. I think I started 19th and got first in a 50% race with AI. To be fair, the AI was on 100 and was on 100 when I usually race on 104, but hey ho. You can get a small and tight studio in Monaco for $1 million. You know, see, that's good as well, you know, because, you know, I can help out my, you know, studio. Let me show you the clip of why I enjoyed it. Because I have it here. Can I open this in my web browser? Because that would be easier for me. Nope, it downloads the file. Guess I'm gonna have to screen share instead then, which is fine. At the next signal, we will. We're actually at the station instead.
Arriving at Henley Park.
Hopefully stopping at the station will give us basically a bit of extra breathing space as well between us and the trains in front. How are you today? I'm doing fine, thank you. Hope you're doing well yourself. I will say though, practice today went a lot better than what it did yesterday. Because it's Austria, and basically Austria, you know, Austria reverse, turn 4 is literally impossible. Oh, that's what I was feeling yesterday. I've started to know how to do it today and get pretty decent at it. I mean, I can still have a, you know, I can still have an occasional, you know, thing, but it's not that bad. To be fair, I actually did not realise my interior lights weren't on. You got FC26 and I love it. Awesome. Kind of wait if you don't play Ultimate Team though. Yeah. No, stop. Yeah, I don't really play Ultimate Team. I'm mostly a, you know, a career mode guy. Anyway, this is what happened in my practice. So, I see these 4 drivers up here fighting. Verstappen, Piastri, Hamilton and Norris, okay? I see them going effectively 3 wide into there, okay? So, what do I do here? What do I do here? Well, I'm seeing that they're going to be, you know, they're going to be going very deep into this corner at this moment, okay? So I purposely turn in a bit later. I'm not taking the, well, I take the apex, but not the apex that I want. But I keep turning right, okay? I keep turning right. Look at my wheel position, okay? I turn in, and I keep turning right. This is when I would usually start opening up the steering. But Verstappen's in front of me. I keep turning right, and I go for the switchback. Now, bearing in mind, I'm still testing setups, okay? I think I'm pretty much set on what I want to do, but at this point, I was still testing my setup. So Verstappen does come back alongside of me, look to the left. I see him there, okay? What do? Well, I go for a send on Verstappen, but not just Verstappen, on Norris as well. So I go down the inside of Norris as well. However, I lose the rear. But I managed to hold it. Now, Norris does get past me. You can see his wheel there on the left. But somehow on exit, I beat him. So the move, basically uncut, is this. It looks easy, I can promise you it isn't. Anyway, next up on the road is Hamilton and Piastri. It takes me a lap. They're fighting into turn 1, and they honestly, I don't know why they're positioned like that into turn 1. But I spot this as an advantage point, so I go for a huge switchback. I nearly actually crash into Piastri, get the power down, and make a double overtake. So, it was quite fun. Yeah, I was pausing it. It wasn't lagging. It was, you know, it was me pausing it.
Regional service to Mill Bridge. The next station is Fortis Green.
It was loading button. No, it was the play and pause button. That's what the bottom one is on Media Player. Oh, you said another button one. If you could press a button and instantly make the world completely fair and equal, but you would lose everything you personally own, money, home, status, memory, would you press it? Why or why not? Well, that time I wouldn't, because the memories and things that I've gotten in my life right now would make me who, you know, would make me who I am today. Plus, I kind of need a bit of context as to, like, being equal, like, to what extent. Like, you know, are we all going to end up homeless, or are we all going to have an equal amount of money? And if so,
We will
how much money are we going to have?
Fortis Green.
But
Please mind the gap
I
between
think
the
it
train
would
and the
it would
platform edge.
screw up the world and humanity, I think. You know. Because, you know, if you think about it, you know, that means everyone knows, you know, how to police things and things like that. It would, you know, it would actually mess up the world a lot more than I think what we would think, actually. Do you know what I mean? It's not just as simple as saying, you know, oh, everything's equal. Well, yeah, but
This is
in the
Fortis
long
Green.
run, it would actually
Please mind
mess
the gap
up
between the train
the
and
entirety of the
platform
economy,
edge.
basically.
This is a regional service to Mill Bridge.
I'm thinking like long term as well, rather than just going, yeah, fine. I'm thinking how it could actually affect things. Alright, see you, Ryan. Hope you have a good rest of your day.
Welcome on board this regional
I
service to
see
Mill Bridge,
you.
calling at Elm Tree House, Northcote, and Mill Bridge. The next station is Elm Tree House.
You missed the older days. Reminds me of a Take That song. These days.
We will shortly be arriving at
Oh,
Elm
red
Tree
signal!
House.
Lol. Honest opinions, thoughts on BR. It's good. It's good. It's nice, chilled out. Well, when you're not streaming, that is. Yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game. Don't mind it. Nice and relaxing to play, I'd say. Honestly, I remember that song though. Like, it's not because it's not because I listened to the song, but it was part of a panto that I saw a lot. And every time I hear that song, I just envision that version being played. I can't remember the lyrics apart from the chorus, but you know, that's about it. I love the cabin bouncing when you spad. Yeah, like it's actually fun to spad in this game now. since they added that suspension feature, or that beta suspension feature. Can I join you? Of course you can, of course. I also remember that there was a song, I think it came out in 2017, that I had no idea what the song was when it started playing, but then it was part of the panto that year, and after that I knew exactly what the song was. It was I Came Here for Love, I think is what it was called, or it was probably 2016. You know, it was probably 2016, but yeah, I literally remember it first coming out, and I had no idea what the song was. Obviously, I knew it was a song, but I didn't really know the words of it. And after the panto, the following year, I literally knew all of the words. Granted, the words were a little bit changed in the actual version, you know, in the panto version, but due to that, I still managed to like know the words just from the normal song, because I listened to it so much after that. I came here for love, for someone to hold me down. I won't give it up. No, I want you to reach out. Can you show your YouTube play buttons? Well, that's a fake one.
Millbridge. The next
it's not a real one.
Northcote.
It was just a thing that I got on my birthday, and I decided to frame it and make it like it's a YouTube button, but it actually isn't. It actually isn't one. Yeah. However, if you guys help me to get 100,000 subscribers, then that's gonna change.
We will shortly be arriving at Northcote.
That will change.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Maybe we might be able to, you know, replace it with an actual one. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I miss the older days with no brain rot. Me too. Me too. What is the first YT play button? It is 100,000 subscribers. Stop. I've been deceiving you this entire time. Good.
This is Northcote.
But yeah,
please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
HCPZ actually has
this is a regional
has a play button. Like I think his channel's got like 200,000 or something. And I remember me and him having a bit, you know, having a good time on well, both Tyrocraft and Terran, because I think it was part of both of those. I don't think he. Yeah, he didn't move over to Lotus with the other people. But yeah, I seem to remember on. I think he set me a task on Tyrocraft to like mine out like an insane area.
The next
and with that, he was going to give me like fully enchanted diamond armor and tools and things like that.
Take all your personal belongings with you when leaving the train.
I think that was also the first time I played Minecraft with the Caves of Cliffs update, because the reason why I couldn't find diamonds is because I was mining on Y12. Now, if you haven't played the Minecraft Case of Cliffs update, that was when Deep Slate entered into the game, and now the best Y level for diamonds is Y minus 59, which I thought was below bedrock when I originally started mining on Syrocraft, but that was entirely false.
Arriving at Mill Bridge, where this train terminates. Please ensure you take all your personal belongings with you when leaving the train. Please mind the gap between the train.
Do I play Fortnite? No.
Edge.
Slow down. How long have I been streaming for? Do you mean this stream, or like, you know, or like when I started to stream, like as a you know, like as my job, basically? This stream, we started at roughly 7, so about an hour and a half at the moment. Stop. "96 minutes ago." Yeah, basically.
This is Mill Bridge. Please.
Alright, let's do a quick guarding route. Stonebrook Town, Havenhill. We'll go to Stonebrook. I swear I just saw something fall. Right. Oh, we're gonna be going off diesel. Oh, I forgot that we go off diesel after like after Sterling Street, don't we? We have to go onto diesel power. Very chilled stream. That is basically my my, what's the word? My, what is the word? That's how I want my streams to be. Style, that's it. Yeah, style. Thank you. Where do I get fake play buttons? I wouldn't know because I got it for a birthday present, so I don't know how it, you know, how. Intention, yeah, that's a good way as well to describe it. Yeah, I got it for my birthday, so I don't know. Honestly, we don't need to talk about that thing again, Bennett. We just don't. I don't know, but anyone who knows of it and wants to use it in everyday life, my phrase to them is "get a life." Get off TikTok, delete the app, and go out and touch grass.
We are sorry, Banter. Regional service to Stonebrook Town.
Oh, I didn't even realise we were at a station.
Due to a member of train
Sorry!
we apologise for the
Didn't realise. Oh my, you have a double unit. Right, it is the 30th of September. Enjoy. Yep, cool.
Welcome on board
Thank
this
you.
regional service. Sterling Street, West Norrington.
Any
London,
other
Preston,
passengers?
and
Any other
Stonebrook Town.
passengers?
The next station
Nope.
is Sterling Street.
Which means they are all probably in the back half, and I have no way of getting there. I wish there was a way.
We will shortly be arriving.
Does anyone remember the Top Gear episode of the train thing, and they literally put a walkway between the carriages? That Richard Hammond had to use to get between the train that him and James May made. And Jeremy Clarkson, you know, he was just driving like mad. The thing that really made me laugh though is when Jeremy Clarkson pulled up again, pulled up beside their train and went, "Your train's on fire!" And James May literally interpreted it as literally like, "Is it? Is it?" As part of like, yeah, oh, of course it is, yeah. I know it's on fire, absolutely, like we're definitely winning this challenge. No, he was meaning literally. What's my most popular vid? It's a vid from either 4 or 5 years ago. It was a glitch that happened at the time, although sadly it doesn't work anymore. It was patched, which was how to get money on row citizens. Like quicker, quick and free.
Welcome on board.
Like I say,
this regional
it doesn't
service
work
to
anymore, but
Stonebrook Town.
it used to.
The next station is West Norrington.
So loud.
We will shortly be arriving at West Norrington. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
How much views? I honestly don't know. I know it reached over 250,000, but I don't know what the actual total is. Honestly though, that's mad that I put that into perspective. That is absolutely mad. Saddest thing is, Fetchy, you have 23.6 thousand subs,
This
but
is
now watching
West
just
Norrington.
15.
Please mind.
Yeah, but YouTube is YouTube, isn't it? But to be fair, if you think about it, there are people with millions of subscribers, okay? They have millions of subscribers, but when they go live, there's only a handful of people watching their streams. So if you think about it, the ratio is roughly the same. So, if I was to say to you, how many people do you think would be watching a person that has,
Welcome on board this regional service
20,
to Stonebrook
23
Town.
million subscribers,
The next
You'll probably say,
station
like,
is
probably
Bradley.
1.5 million or whatnot. That is basically kind of the same, you know what I mean? Or, 150,000, The ratio is kind of the same. Maybe more like 1,000. Even better then, Alright, I'll probably change to go into there when we get to Bramley. Also, why you wanted to be a YouTuber? Well,
We will shortly be arriving
basically
at
just because of
Bramley.
everyone,
Please
you know,
mind the
really,
gap
you know,
between the
they,
train
you
and
know,
the
they looked up
platform
some
edge.
YouTubers when they were, you know, growing up and decided to give it a go themselves, basically. And I just did that. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Don't be a me. There's a lot of people going in there. A lot of people did go into the back class. I'm gonna stay here. You're not nervous of that? No. I mean, I was when I started, but not now. Oh, I forgot to switch to the local door, so I guess we are going into the back one. Oh, the party has arrived. Look at this. This is Point Central here.
Crescent.
Okay, I made a good decision. I would have missed out on all of these potentially if I stayed in the front class. Oh, Phantom of the Opera's here. I don't know what the actual name of the character is, but I know that character from Phantom of the Opera. If your account is under 13, create a new one. Well, it isn't, because I created my account when I was 13.
We will
Well, actually, technically my account is under my stepdad's email. Because at the time of the creation, I was under Bert's. But there's a massive but. I made it so basically I didn't affect, you know. Basically, it was made so I could have my own, you know, subscriptions and my own, you know, watch history, if that makes sense. So, like, I wasn't always getting recommended tech videos because, you know, that's what my stepdad, you know, wanted to watch, you know, and stuff. So, it was basically just made so I could, you know, watch my own things, which, you know, at the time was like Minecraft videos and things like that, you know, be subscribed to all of them. And basically, videos that I wanted to watch didn't show up for my stepdad, and then similarly, you know, videos that my stepdad wanted to watch didn't affect or didn't show up on mine. If that makes sense. I'm just gonna have a brief look through here.
Stonebrook Town.
Probably is a good idea to switch, isn't it? See, this is what I don't like about guarding multiple units, you know. Oh, you weren't talking to me? Oh, well, there you go. Step 1, get TikTok off your phone. Step 2, get YouTube on your phone. Step 3, go get a life. Step 4, go outside. Step 5, go touch some grass. Absolutely.
The next station.
You know, I might actually make a TikTok just basically giving them your instructions that you've basically just laid out there. That'll go viral, and then maybe I might become the next meme, you know? Step 5, if you're lucky, get a girlfriend. Step 6, also if you're lucky, start a family. Step 7, I live a happy life without social media, basically. Nah, it's a skill issue. I don't know. I'm still waiting. But like I was saying at the start, you know, I haven't really been seeking, like, you know, that's the thing. Did you know there's a new Roblox TikTok game on Roblox and it's by... I expected better things from Roblox.
We will shortly be arriving.
Let's go into the buffers. Oh, absolutely. I'm coming up front for this.
Please ensure you take all your personal belongings with you when leaving the train.
Cha-cha real smooth. Let's go to work. One hop this time. I guess not. Ah, well. There you go. Ah, yes. We have roots out here. Lol. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for the stream. I know we're ending slightly earlier, but we start... Oh, wait, no. I know we're ending slightly early, but we started earlier, so win-win for me. So yes, if you did enjoy the stream and you obviously want to see more, then obviously make sure to leave a like and make sure to subscribe. It's completely free and you can always change your mind later. Obviously, the streaming schedule for the rest of this week is XRS tomorrow. Thursday will be Roblox. Minecraft will be... Oh, sorry. Friday will be F1 Manager and Minecraft. Saturday will be SCR and Sunday will be Roblox. Honestly, I don't even know days of the week at this point. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. But until then, take care and peace out. And as always, stay fetchy.